From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizen. Now to the plate, Daniel Murphy. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball one, and we're officially underway in Philadelphia. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. And this will be fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. First pitch on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
The 1-2 is a slider that backs up for a ball. Ripped down the first base line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind in the count like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Count remains 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three. Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Phillies, third baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch cut it, it's by him for strike one.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. In now, Odubel Herrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Up around the face. Bases are empty, one man out. Two and 0 to the Phillies center fielder. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez.
Cesar Hernandez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking, strike three. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is low, ball one. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. 1-1 to Schwarber. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4. Tough slider down low for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's that heavy sinker for strike number 2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now.
Jason Hayward.
First delivery to him on the way. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Count is 1-2 now. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Wilson Ramos.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. Standing in as Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little bouncer. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
There's one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play. Now batting, Nick Williams will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hard on the ground towards short. Baez has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. As we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Popped him up. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out. So here now is the pitcher, Yu Darvish. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Yu Darvish is out number 2 here in the third inning. Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. Coming to the plate now, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. And in steps Scott Kingery. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
The shortstop, number 4.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Missed with a slider. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for it.
Threw it right past him. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now he'll step off. Outfielder shifted to the left now, as they must be thinking he's likely to go the other way. And we'll see if that pays off. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Here's Chris Bryant now. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Sliders in for a strike. 1-1. Grounded back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He drew a walk his first time up.
Kyle Schwarber.
Has a look, now the pitch. Too high, 1-0. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is striding into the box. Rhys Hoskins looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding his zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Rhys Hoskins is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. No balls and one strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. He's set and the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Wilson Contreras. First time up, he went down looking. First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Here comes the first pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Digging in the switch hitter as Dribble Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Up next to be Nick Williams. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ramos on second. Cabrera on at first with nobody out. And a double steal try here. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. So 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Baez over to his right. 1 down. And in steps Scott Kingery. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Late that time for a strike. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Squeeze attempt misses. And he's going to be tagged out on a botched suicide squeeze. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Leading off the inning, Yu Darvish, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. In there, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Here's a high pop-up. Santana shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Daniel Murphy. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Popped him up. Kingery is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swings through the slider there.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to send him packing again. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set. Into the box now, Scott Kingery. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. And that'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Rizzo is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Carlos Santana. 1 for 2 with a solo shot that came back in the 1st inning. Darvish pauses. First pitch on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman.
And then that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Rhys Hoskins would be next. Fly ball right down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The next 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. Bryant in foul ground. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he struck him out. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Another 0-2 home. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
A bouncer up the middle. Barehanded for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He was a double play victim last time around. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. Hard liner to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally, they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame form. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber is after it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. So next to the plate for the Phils, Wilson Ramos, runner in scoring position with 2 guns. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. That's by him for strike 1.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Throw won't get him. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Count still full, 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Here's Jason Hayward now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hoskins is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ian Happ will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 8.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Daniel Murphy. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Up around the face.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Popped him up. Cabrera on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on. Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41.
Stepping up to the plate as Asdrubal Cabrera. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 5.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And that's the second out. And in steps Scott Kingery. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a sinker there, swung on and missed. Striding in to start the 9th, Javier Baez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Sir Anthony Dominguez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Outfielders shifted to the left now, as they must be thinking he's likely to go the other way. And we'll see if that pays off. Bounce towards the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Here's Chris Bryant now. He was a double play victim last time around. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. He struck him out, and that'll do it for the Cubs here tonight. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.